Welcome in, and thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. The prosecution says it could be done presenting its case to try to convict Alec Murdaugh of murdering his wife and son by the middle of the coming week. Defense attorneys say they might need a week to present their side of the story, so with closing arguments added on, the trial could go to the jury by about this time 2 weeks from now, unless there are more distractions, like the revelation of a GoFundMe page set up for Murdaugh's mother's caregiver, Shelley Smith, who delivered some damaging testimony earlier this past week, then collected nearly $14,000 in the first day of that donation page that was set up by her daughter. Included in those donations, one from the lawyer for Mallory Beach, Mark Tinsley. Now, the defense wants Smith's testimony disqualified and Tinsley's as well. The Beaufort County School Board is giving you a head start on planning your vacations for this summer and the next school year, approving the calendar that has schools starting back up on August 21st and running till Friday, June 3rd of 2024. The winter break will start with a half-day Friday, December 22nd, and should run for more than 2 full weeks, not having kids back until January 8th of 24. Spring break next year will be April 15th through the 22nd. Graduation days for the class of 24 have not been set yet. State House Republicans are taking another run at implementing a 6-week abortion ban in the state. They are hoping that a new and first-time all-male state Supreme Court in the last 35 years will look more favorably on them than the Supreme Court did last month. The new law closely resembles the fetal heartbeat law the Supreme Court knocked down by a 3-2 vote, though it does take out language that could have sent to prison women who bought abortion-inducing drugs on the black market. Doctors who prescribed abortion pills, though, could still go to jail. The new bill does allow for abortions to save the mother for fetal anomalies and for victims of rape and incest, but only within the first 3 months. The State House is expected to pass a bill even more draconian that would ban nearly all abortions, period, when the two houses will then battle over which bill to pass. For more information on these and other Lowcountry stories, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. Let's talk sports right now. Justin Jarrett has an update on action last night in the Lowco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. The Hampton Red Devils rolled to another sweep at Barnwell last night to wrap up the regular season slate, but the Hampton boys have some bonus basketball to play tonight. The Red Devils will face off with Woodland at 7 p.m. Friday at Lake Marion High School in a rematch of last week's 73-72 thriller, and this time the winner will claim the Region 6 title and the top seed in the Class 2A playoffs. Jalen Priester led the charge with 13 points in an 86-45 win Thursday, giving the subs plenty of run to keep the starters' legs fresh for the showdown with the Wolverines tonight. Hampton's girls are already locked into the #1 seed, and they kept cruising with a 57-39 win behind 13 points from Kyra Garvin. In other action, both Patrick Henry teams coasted to home wins. Harper Rice with 23 points for the girls and Liam Peoples put up 24 for the boys. We have a couple great Lowco on Lowco clashes on tap tonight and playoff spots on the line elsewhere. The Super Bowl is Sunday, and while Kansas City and Philadelphia are a long way from the Lowco, we were able to drill into one local connection to the big game and chopped it up with Beaufort High alum and former Kansas City Chiefs defensive back Ron Parker. You can find the full interview at LowcoSports.com or on the Lowco Media YouTube channel, along with much more grassroots local sports content. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next week, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. Pretty rainy weekend. What's that portend for early next week? Maria Soden has the weather.
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we see quite a bit of rain this weekend, but it should be clearing up starting next week. Taking a look at Saturday, however, it's going to be scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day and into the evening. If you're going to be out on the road, do be careful and be on the lookout for any flood warnings. Temperature-wise, Hilton's going to have a high of 60, a low 53. Bluffton's going to have a high of 60, a low 52. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 59 and a low 52. Come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with, again, quite a bit of rain throughout the day, but it should be clearing up by the evening. Hilton has going to have a high of 61, a low of 45. Bluffton's going to have a high of 59, a low of 43. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 58 and a low of 44. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 7:09 and sunset's going to be at 6:05. Taking a look at the beach tides, Saturday high tide is going to be at 12:52 p.m., low tide is going to be at 7:50 p.m., and then come Sunday, high tide is going to be at 1:40 p.m. and low tide is going to be at 8:40 p.m. Taking a look into next week, the weather's looking much nicer. Monday, it's going to be sunny with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s. Come Tuesday, it's going to be partly cloudy with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s again. And then come Wednesday, it's going to be mostly cloudy with some scattered showers here and there throughout the day, but it should be clearing up by the evening. Highs are going to be in the 70s and lows in the 50s. That's it for today. Go Birds. Let's hit it back to the desk.
Coming through a weekend with so much to eat, let's talk about those who really need our help. We'll do that when the WHHI Daily News continues.